Hey guys, Trackline here on my Outlaw Rogue. I just posted a few new macros that all work for the latest update. So I thought I'd post a video for you. I have a link down below if you want to copy and paste all the macros. Or if you have the Impulse add-on, you can come up here, click Impulse, and yeah, just choose your modifier and then go straight to your hotbar. Or go to the Actions tab and sift through all their macros, and then go straight to your macro tab. I also have a link down below to all my add-ons, my Bartender, shadow frames, etc. Everyone always asks about add-ons, so yeah, all my add-ons and all the macros you see in the video, you can just check the description. I have links for everything for you guys. So the first macro I tested was a pistol shot Mouseover, which looks like this. Slash cast bracket target equals Mouseover, harm, exists, no dead, pistol shot. And if you want to switch it out, you can just switch it here, and leave that semicolon in between. And so how this type of macro works is if you have a single target with no Mouseover, it will work just like any regular spell does. It'll just go on your single target like that. But let's say I want to slow one of these guys while keeping my current target. Well, I can just simply mouse over them and it'll pistol shot my Mouseover like that. And of course I don't need a single target. I can just simply mouse over people and pistol shot them like that. So yeah, it's a really nice macro to set for like your CCs, your interrupts, a lot of your damaging spells. Just depends on your playstyle, I guess. But yeah, that's the first macro. On to the next. Next macro is a gouge focus macro, which looks like this. Slash cast bracket target equals focus, exists, no dead gouge. Just like the last one, just switch it out here and here. Leave that semicolon. So how this macro works is if you just have a single target with no focus target at all, it'll always work on your single target, just like this. But let's say you do have a focus. Let's say this dummy's on my focus. On this UI, my focus is here. As you can see me switching it. So this is my focus. Now that I do have a focus, it's always going to go on my focus rather than my single. So as you can see, it's not going to work on my single. I can just simply come over here, gouge them, and come back. And I also have this set for my blind just so you can see it with a different spell. So if this is my focus, I can blind them. This is my focus now. I can come over here and gouge them. So another great macro for setting up for your CCs, your interrupts, a lot of your damaging spells. I've seen people where they set it up where a lot of their spells are just set up like this, where you have your focus, you have your single. Come over here, do whatever you want to your focus with all your spells, and then turn off your focus and come back to your single. It just depends how you like to play, but yeah. And if you want to get your focus on and off people quicker, you can use this macro. And you can just copy and paste it. And how this works is if you want to put someone on your focus, just simply hover over them or mouse over them and click it. They'll go on your focus. Or let's say I want to switch focuses from this target dummy to this. You just simply mouse over them and double click. Because it first took them off and then put them on. So you just have to simply mouse over someone and double click if you want to switch. And if you have a single target, nothing changes. You can just simply, click them on and off, just like that. So I recommend just playing around with it because it can do a few other things. So, yeah. And the last macro I tested today was a modifier for Saber slash and run through, which looks like this. Slash cast bracket modifier alt, run through, semicolon Saber slash. And if you've never used a modifier before, you can switch out the alt for something like shift or control if that's easier for you. And what you put before the semicolon is what you're modifying. So here's the macro on my key right here, as you can see. If I just hit my key normally, it's going to be my Saber slash, just like that. But if I hold down Alt and hit the same key, it's going to be my run through, just like that. So as you can see, if you set up a lot of your modifiers or keys like this with modifiers, first of all, you can save on a lot of interface space because you have less keys or less spells per key, which is always nice. And more importantly, say you're really good with a certain set of keys like the A and the S key and keys around those keys. Or you can just set up modifier macros for those keys instead of trying to get good with keys you're not already good at. Like on the top side or the right side of your keyboard. So yeah, you become a little more efficient with your keys by using modifiers like that. Alright guys, well that's the last macro I tested today on my Outlaw Rogue. If you want to see more Outlaw Rogue macros, just drop a like on the video and I'll know you enjoyed it and I'll make more for you guys. Have a good one.